Hey folks, Lavi here, and I'm here to tell you about the Wild Colony arc, which is, whoo boy, a long one. This is one of the most complicated and saddest arcs out of all of them, with lots of stuff from not only my backstory, but some from our rival Crystals as well. Plus, there's a ton of lore and backstory on the world at large.
Yes, but before that, you're gonna need these.
What are these?
Well, this one is for your temporary strength penalty for wading around through poisoned water without going to the hospital or so much as cleaning it. And this one is Wild Colony likely going to hate us for cutting off the power.
Didn't you suggest cutting off power to this town?
Nope, that was the head of the power plant's decision. But people are going to blame me for that anyway, like most things.
Okay. Why does this one say gills on the other side?
It doesn't.
Anyway, we start this journey on a desert map called Wild Colony. It's a town that's, hot and not fun. Luna, what's this town about?
Actually, I know this one. Wild Colony is a unique piece of land between Port Oligarch and Republic City. It was founded less than 20 years ago by a shaman that wanted to give people a rest point for travelers between the two towns, and serves as a small oasis and trade facility. The gym leaders are the witches of the Hex Coven, a mysterious group of psychics and spellcasters that rarely leave their gym. They specialize in ghost and dark type Pokemon, and their leader is actually the mother of our rival Crystal. They like to keep to themselves and don't associate much around town, which resulted in a bunch of rumors circulating about them. Just silly things ranging from eating baby Pokemon to not aging like normal humans. I'm so glad they weren't real! But we talked to the druid and she seemed nice enough. Otherwise, there isn't much around town other than the Pokemon Center, the saloon, the gym, and a few stores. According to the ranger in charge, Sheriff Jesse, they're looking into ways to restore power to the town through other ways.
While we were getting ready for the gym in the local saloon, I saw a man in the corner that I recognized. Well, let's do the gym. We beat the gym! We head back to the Pokemon Center, and on the way we run into Prism. After a quick refresh, we decided to have a battle with them. We won the fight. Later, we ate dinner and hung out with our rivals, while the town ranger showed up to give us our side quest for this arc. He asked us to head into the desert and find the power plant that was rumored to be there. Before we headed out, Crystal gave us a twisted spoon, but while she was doing so, we saw a hidden tattoo on her shoulder. It's probably not important. We walked through the desert without so much as a fight until we ran into a dragon.
Goodbye.
Right, that, and her baby.
Gibble.
And we defend them against a vicious wild,
Liger and Skorupi.
Look, you want to tell this story?
Nah, I'm good. You're doing great.
After saving them, we went to the dragon's cave and was offered to stay the night. We took them up on it, and in the morning, Papa Dragon showed up and took issue with me sleeping in his nest. So, I punched him. As per the laws of dragons, I now claim everything he owned, including his treasure, his home,
And his wife!
Mazel tov!
Oh look! Jade found some stuff!
Oh yeah!
Most of the loot was pretty uninteresting, except this really cool sword. What's that, boy? There's a nuclear power plant just outside the cave? What's that, boy? You used to speak perfect Japanese before we started this bit? Hoi! So we found the power plant, and Jade used some sort of techno doohickey to wirelessly transfer power to Wild Colony? That's a thing that can be done?
Yes, actually. It's really fascinating. In fact, the technology has been around since
Boring! Ooh, secret door. We head down deep into the power plant and discover lots of secrets. There were ghosts everywhere. And apparently, this was the laboratory of Team Vision, that group of baddies we beat up in Empire City. They had tons of science stuff in here I didn't get, but there was another room full of stuff we looted.
Confiscated?
Right, stolen.
We're going to say gathering evidence.
Whatever. We took a lot of stuff, including Team Aqua uniforms and that very illegal snack machine.
Jade?
Mine!
Anyway, we go even further down to some secret labs where we discover a frostless named Four. She claims she had memories from a long time ago and she didn't seem to realize she was a ghost. We learned that she was one of the many psychic clones that was created in the facility. She told us that the psychics could peer into other universes, somewhere where we had doubles and time was all messed up. This kind of went over my head a bit, but basically 4 could draw stuff from other dimensions. We planned to take her with us out of the facility, but she said she wanted to draw a bit more. She got into a bit of a drawing groove and just kind of ignored us.
Guess you could say she gave us the cold shoulder.
Luna, I make the jokes.
What's that? Jade's getting another thing.
What?
Oh, that's what you are.
Have you noticed Jade seems to be finding all the cool stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
she
She's super
does.
lucky. It's like she's married to the
want
DM
some
or something.
too.
Guys, I found a secret room.
A few moments later.
We caught it too!
Greetings. Well, me, I am Dr. Watt. I was your father's friend. He wanted me to give this to you.
Oh, thank you.
Also, look at these videos.
Huh, this is really interesting. So Crystal and Mewtwo were born here, and... Wait a second. That scientist looks super familiar.
By the way, Leslie, your father wanted me to tell you he loves you, but that it's best you all leave right now and not check the secret room where he is chained up for everyone's safety.
Well, thank you. That's really nice to know. Wait a minute. Dad, you're saying you've gone crazy and you've been possessed by an angry ghost sword from another dimension? Well, I love you, Dad. I think. Well, guys, let's go.
Lobby.
Now wait, hold on, GM. How did Dad break his chains with a book?
Hey, you're the one missing the cutscene.
What does that mean?
Nope. I'm out. Let's go back to town.
Congratulations on catching 2 legendary Pokemon. With love, the Pokemon League.
We headed back to Wild Colony, and when we got there, we discovered this huge ultra wormhole above the gym. Naturally, we go in to investigate and... We all got separated into different parts of Ultra Space and featured a couple tough challenges. There we found Prism, Amber, and Plaid all being plagued by Ultra Beasts. We all met up and learned from Prism that Crystal had been kidnapped, and we gotta go rescue her.
Ooh, wait. Before we do, I got a story. Okay, so I was approached by a tall, dark, and handsome guy, and he gave me this GS ball. We learned in Empire City from Hikikomori that the GS ball was an artifact created by Victini, and it was an anti-god device. If you call out the name of a deity and throw the ball, it will neutralize their god powers and trap them forever.
And he just gave that to you.
Well, he also pretty heavily implied that if someone used this GS ball in particular, that person would have to give up their soul in a supernatural contract.
And that's...
Bad. Right, so let's not do that.
Son of a...
A few moments later.
We got a Giratina.
Nice. I'll be happy to take your soul when you die.
Wait, what?
Hello, it's me, famous Detective Looker from the Pokemon games and anime. No need to be intimidated. I have a few questions about what happened here and out in the desert.
Nothing happened in the desert.
Are you sure?
Congratulations on catching 2 legendary Pokemon. With love, the Pokemon League.
God damn it, guys.
We tell Looker about what happened at the power plant, and Crystal's parents are there to explain what is happening with them and Team Vision. And I gotta say, it's pretty confusing. Can you help us out, GM?
Yeah, no problem. So, the macroverse in this story is as follows. There are 2 timelines in the campaign. Just like there are red and blue versions, we have 2 versions. In one of the timelines, things pretty much were going to hell, so the Celebi that you saw from the last arc stole a time gear and caused the universes to desync. Basically speaking, the Team Vision that have been the bad guys are refugees from the Nightmare timeline that came back to prevent the same thing from happening to the Dream timeline. That power plant that the characters went to is basically an origin point that the old Team Vision used to do research at. I've already done a 5-minute animatic explaining this in great detail, so go ahead and click on the title card if you want an in-depth explanation.
Cool. So get this massive lore dump, show Looker that we caught the mighty, immortal, godlike Giratina... bully. And then Looker forced us to take him to the power plant.
Also, I'll be taking that.
Oh.
I told you not to come back here.
Listen, dude, we didn't want to come back, but Zenigata here made us. Can you cut us some slack?
Where are you?
God damn it, Looker.
Oh, wait! I can fix this!
You sure?
Yeah, but why don't you guys leave just to be safe?
Shouldn't we discuss this more?
No time. Scarlet, do it!
Right.
Jade did her best to try to disarm the dirty bomb that Dr. Watts started, but she was still just a 17-year-old girl who only recently started learning how to hack. Sometimes, things just don't work out.
Oh.
Looker, we need to go report this. We need all the support we can get. We gotta help with the evacuations. I know I helped out a few...
I think I understand. This happened in both of our timelines, and it's up to us to make sure it doesn't happen again. Thank you.
What the hell are you doing?
What?
Are you the leading detective or not? Why the hell are we still standing here? We've got shit to do. We've got to go back to town and figure out what to do now.
But...
We told you we didn't want to go back to that plant, and yet you made us, and now our friends are dead.
Hey, Scarlet.
Oh, hey, Levy.
And another thing.
How did you survive?
We had Houdini.
Well, as long as everything turned out okay.
Where's the Aura Guardian that was with you?
And that's all we have time for today. Trust me, we'll try to cover everything we skimmed over in the next recap. In the meantime, if you still need more lore explanations on the timelines, check out episode 202. But otherwise, I think the best episodes of this arc are the ones when we're in the power plant. The Distortion World episodes. Then there was episode 200 when we were talking to Looker. And the last couple episodes after the explosion were good too. If you're looking for the funniest episodes, well, the one where I one-shot the Garchomp, and the one where my player Xthedarkone took over the Chansey. And that's it. But you are definitely going to want to check out the Peasant Popper episodes because they're pretty important to the next story arc. See you next time!